What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, a quick update on the Lewandowski saga. Now, Lewandowski and his agent Zahavi were very upset by Javier Tebas' comments, the La Liga president, saying that Barcelona cannot sign him, to the point that they called Joan Laporta and asked about this. They were very concerned, but Joan Laporta promised them that the club will do everything they can to sign him this summer. Of course, alongside a striker, the club are also looking for a new winger this summer on the right-hand side, with Raphinha being the priority, but of course, his deal is complicated, and the backup option is the free agent Angel Di Maria, and of course, some very heavy interest from the club for Bernardo Silva. The reports are saying that if Frenkie de Jong is sold, the club will 100% attempt to sign Bernardo Silva this summer as a replacement. Now, of course, with players coming in, players will have to be sold this summer, and Frenkie de Jong is the #1 target for departures at Barcelona. Manchester United now are stepping up their interest. They have agreed with Frenkie de Jong that he will leave Barcelona this summer if they put in a bid that will be accepted by Barcelona. They have put in their first bid, which has been rejected, and Barcelona have set the price that they want in order to sell Frenkie de Jong this summer. It's a massive fee, and of course, we have some heavy links from the UK on Manchester United for Frenkie de Jong, which are very, very interesting. And finally, contract renewal updates on Ousmane, Dembele, update on Gavi and yesterday's meeting with Barcelona, and also a massive contract renewal update on Dani Alves as well. Now, before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Now, the first player that we have been linked with is, of course, the #1 target and priority signing for Barcelona this summer, Robert Lewandowski. Just a quick update coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and in my opinion, this was very interesting. They've come out saying that when Javier Tebas said that as of now Barcelona cannot sign Lewandowski a week ago, it concerned Lewandowski and his agent Zahavi. The agent, in fact, called Laporta, who explained that there won't be any issue whatsoever, and Barcelona were very angry at Tebas and considered his act intolerable. So apparently Laporta was fuming at Tebas when he came out and said that as of right now Barcelona cannot sign Lewandowski. It is impossible. Lewandowski and Zahavi got scared, saying, look, we're coming out speaking about, we're going to go to Barcelona, and apparently they can't buy us. They called Laporta, and Laporta said, relax, nothing to worry about. Javier Tebas is talking out of his arse, and that's why Joan Laporta came out in the media a few days ago telling Tebas to shut his mouth. And so far, so good with Javier Tebas. He has not spoken bad about Barcelona since. And also during that phone call coming in from Candacer, they came out saying that Joan Laporta spoke to Lewandowski and told him that if he speaks publicly about wanting to join Barcelona and only considers Barcelona's offer, the club will do everything in their power to sign him this summer, and that includes selling Frenkie de Jong to facilitate his move. So Barcelona are all in on Lewandowski. It is very, very clear. He's come out in the media exactly like what Porta told him to do. I want to leave Bayern Munich and join Barcelona. I don't care about the Chelsea offer, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich. I only want Barcelona, and that's the only offer I am considering. So wait and see, of course. But again, Joan Laporta has promised Lewandowski and his agent that they will do everything they can to sign him this summer. Now, along with a striker, the club want to also sign a right winger this summer to strengthen the attack and have two main targets in this position, Raphinha and Angel Di Maria, with Raphinha, of course, being the priority. Now, Phil Hay, who is by far the best reporter and journalist in Leeds, has come out saying there are many clubs interested in Raphinha, but it's not ruled out that the player will stay at Leeds this summer due to his extremely high valuation of 60 million euros. Apparently, the latest team to join the race is Arsenal. Again, Mateo Aleman will be traveling to Leeds at some point to make that offer for Barcelona. Most likely it will be 35 million euros, maybe plus some variables and add-ons, and maybe even another player in the current squad from Barcelona. Mingueza, Riqui Puig, Des, maybe even Nico, whoever it may be. It could be, offering Nico on loan or maybe Des on loan. But again, he is a priority, but the operation is very difficult. We'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, the backup option for Raphinha is the free agent Angel Di Maria. Now, Esport 3 came out saying that Angel Di Maria is neither the priority nor the long-term solution, but thinking about the next season, he would meet the parameters of Barcelona's economic situation, and Xavi demands to have a creative player on the wing. So again, Di Maria will come in as a short-term replacement. 1 season, and that's it. It could be a 1-year contract with a 1-year option, but Di Maria only wants a 1-year contract, 1 year in Europe, and he's off to Argentina to retire. Now, the big question is, how much will Di Maria earn? Apparently, according to reports, he wants 9 million euros. Now, of course, Barcelona has set the cap at 10 million euros, and Lewandowski will earn 9, and apparently Di Maria wants 9 as well. But also, there are reports saying that he wants 2 million, which is around about, like 80,000 euros per week, the same wage as, Pedri, Gavi, Araujo, and, Ansu Fati as well. We'll wait and see. I think Di Maria will come in and ask for low wages, maybe around 1 to 3 million euros for the whole entire year. Again, he is a priority in case we don't get Raphinha. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but no doubt Xavi wants a new winger this summer. The question now is, who will it be? Now, along with the attack, another priority for Barcelona this summer will be to reinforce the defense, more specifically in the center back position. Now, Chelsea yesterday confirmed that Andreas Christensen will be leaving the club as a free agent, and of course, he will be coming to Barcelona, and the club do want to sign another center back, with right now the priority being Kalidou Kouliably. Now, Demarcio has come out saying that Napoli will evaluate offers for Kalidou Kouliably, as up to now there have been no updates on his renewal. Let's hope the club go for him. I'm worried that the club will not put in a bid. Again, Chelsea, PSG, and Bayern are very interested, and Napoli do not want to sell in Serie A. Apparently, Inter Milan and Juventus are also very, very interested, but Napoli will not sell, locally. They want to sell abroad, and in my opinion, Kouliably is the best valued center back that's available on the market for Barcelona to achieve. Let's hope we put in a bid. Let's hope we can talk with this. I think this would be a fantastic move, and in my opinion, could be the signing of the summer for Barcelona. We'll have to wait and see. Now, alongside a center back, the club will also sign a new right back this summer, with the priority being Azpilicueta. Now, Matt Love from The Telegraph in the UK, who is the #1 source around Chelsea news, has come out saying that Chelsea will hold more talks with Azpilicueta after the games with Spain. The player was prepared to leave, but the change of the owners and the loss of Andreas Christensen and Antonio Rudiger has complicated the operation. And of course, him automatically getting his contract renewed as well has made the whole entire thing very, very difficult. Now, I think Azpilicueta might stay at Chelsea. I think, they're going to ask him 1 more season for the lads and then wrap it up. Of course, keep in mind, he's settled. His family is born. His kids were born there. His wife has a job there. It's all settled there. And of course, he is the captain of the club. But I don't know why Xavi is desperate for him. We're hearing reports saying that Azpilicueta is one of the most important pieces of his project for next season. I don't know why, but he is. And apparently Barcelona will pay up to 5 million euros to get Azpilicueta. Chelsea would accept that offer as well, but Chelsea do want him to stay. Now, I do believe we will get some news at some point next week for Azpilicueta. He will hold a meeting with Chelsea to decide his future. Now, a position for Barcelona at the moment that isn't a priority, but it could be later on in the transfer window, is the midfield. And of course, the dream and also priority signing at the moment in the midfield is Bernardo Silva. Now, of course, his arrival depends on Frenkie de Jong's exit. If Frenkie de Jong leaves, Bernardo is possible. If Frenkie de Jong stays, he will not be coming. It is that simple. But of course, Frenkie de Jong is being rumored to leave the club, so Barcelona want to bring in Bernardo as his replacement. Now, the Yara AS have come out saying that as soon as Lewandowski will be signed for the club will turn their attention to sign Bernardo Silva. The player already knows about the interest at the club. They are very convinced that the player is going to sign if, of course, Frenkie de Jong leaves the club. Now, I have no idea why the club are so confident they will sign Bernardo Silva. Again, like I said in the past few videos, I believe it's a smokescreen. I think Barcelona want to make this, big signing. That way they can, sell Frenkie de Jong under the rug and the Coolers will not notice. Because, of course, if we sell Frenkie de Jong and don't replace him, I will be pissed. you will be pissed, the entire fan base will be pissed, and that's what I believe Barcelona is doing. They want to say, oh, we're going to sign Bernardo Silva, we're signing Frenkie de Jong, oh, Bernardo, then in the end, oh, we can't afford him, City won 150 million euros, and we walk away, we spend that Frenkie de Jong money on Lewandowski, Azpilicueta, and Alonso. That's what I would think will happen, but of course, until now, the club love Bernardo Silva and will sign him if Frenkie de Jong is sold. Now, Bernardo came out after playing some Portugal matches in the Nations League, and he was asked about his future, and he came out saying that, unfortunately, I won't be able to answer it because I am in the Nations League right now, and I'm super focused on our last game. When the season ends, we will see what happens. So again, leaving the door open. I do believe Bernardo wants to leave the club, but of course Pep Guardiola will make it very difficult for him. He's a very important player for him. He tried to leave last summer and Pep convinced him to stay for one more year. Apparently Bernardo wants to leave for personal reasons, not more so he is not unhappy at Man City. Of course, they're one of the best teams in the world, winning Premier League trophies left, right, and center. So we'll wait and see with Bernardo, but again, I'm not thinking about him until we sell Frenkie de Jong, and at the current moment, Frenkie de Jong is a Barcelona player. Now there is another midfielder that we have been linked with that could come join the club if Frenkie de Jong stays, and that is Marc Roca. Candacer came out saying that Barcelona have shown interest in Bayern Munich Spanish midfielder Marc Roca, but of course he is not the priority. The player has offers from La Liga, England, and Germany as well. This could be a cheap option to come in as a replacement for Busquets. He'll cost around 8 to 10 million euros. We could, offer Bayern Munich 40 million euros plus add-ons for Marc Roca and Lewandowski, a little 2-in-1 combo there, but that'll be very unlikely. I don't think Marc Roca will come to Barcelona unless Frenkie de Jong leaves and Bernardo Silva does not come, and we need a midfielder ASAP. That could leave the door open, but again, former Espanyol player, I'm not really a big fan of bringing Espanyol players to Barcelona, but you never know, so we'll wait and see, but at the moment, it is very, very unlikely. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, of course, it is Frenkie de Jong. Now, this has been the most developing day in terms of news for Frenkie de Jong that we've seen in a few weeks now, and I'm going to go through all the reports. Firstly, from the UK. Now, the UK tend to be slow with their news. Apparently, a lot of their news is recycled. They get the Frenkie de Jong, then they come out with news 4 weeks later. They're very slow. But when the UK press come out in terms of Manchester United, they are very well briefed by the club. The club tell them what to say and they put it out in the media. So this is coming in my opinion, straight from Manchester United. Firstly, Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic has come out saying that Frenkie de Jong has now given private indications that a move to Manchester United appeals to him. The delay in the move is being for the fee, which is set around 80 million euros by Barcelona. United are hesitant to pay the fee straight away. The Daily Mail have come out saying that Frenkie de Jong is now open to joining Manchester United, and there's a growing feeling that a deal can be struck. A reunion with Erik ten Hag is said to be the big factor in the player's willingness to leave for United. United has also made an initial bid, and there has been discussion between two clubs, but of course, no full agreement has been reached. The Telegraph have come out saying that Manchester United had now formally opened talks with Frenkie de Jong and Barcelona. Barcelona, as they need to balance the books, are prepared to sell Frenkie de Jong, who worked under Erik ten Hag at Ajax. It has been thought that Frenkie de Jong was reluctant to leave Barcelona, but the club's desire to sell him with a fee of £65 million, the same that the Spanish giant paid for him, of course, is likely to be decisive, and United can strike a deal for him. Personal terms will not be a problem for the 25-year-old Dutch midfielder who would like to work under Ten Hag again. United understood to have open negotiations for Frenkie de Jong with an initial offer to Barcelona, who remains under severe pressure to stabilize their finances. Debts are still placed at around €1 billion, despite the demands of the coach Javier Hernandez to improve the squad. Selling Frenkie de Jong will release funds to improve other areas in the squad. And lastly, Simon Stone from the BBC came out saying there is no official offer from United for Frenkie de Jong quite yet, but the English club sources confirmed that they will not pay an excessive amount of money, and now Manchester United are dealing with alternative options to be ready to withdraw from the deal in the event there is no agreement that has been reached. So that's from Manchester United. Pretty much quick summary. They like Frenkie de Jong. They will make an offer for him. They have agreed personal terms with Frenkie de Jong in the sense that now he's open to joining the club this summer. Of course, no personal terms have actually been agreed, but now Frenkie de Jong is open to that move. Some are saying bid has been placed, and some are saying no bid has been placed. So this is coming in my opinion, from the actual club, because again, they leak a lot and they tell the journalists exactly what they want to say in the media. Now, to the Barcelona sources. Well, first, it's not really a Barcelona source, more so a neutral source, and that is, of course, Fabrizio Romano. He came out saying that Manchester United have made the opening proposal for Frenkie de Jong for 60 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons, and Barcelona have turned down the opening bid, but clubs still remain in contact. Frenkie de Jong has not expressed his desire to anyone quite yet. He is still waiting. So remember, this looks very similar to the numbers that Luis Rojo leaked from Marca. Of course, also that was fake news, but apparently that news could have been true. Fabrizio is saying that they have made a 60 million euro bid plus 10 million euros in add-ons, and Barcelona have said no. By the way, what a shite offer that is. We value Frenkie at 85, and of course on the market, he's valued at 120 or 112, I believe. They've offered 60. 50% of his market value. That's pretty much opening my mouth and spitting right in it. I mean, what kind of offer is that? And thank God Barcelona turned that down. That is nowhere near the evaluation that we wanted. And then the big news came out from Barcelona. It came out from Mundo Deportivo, Sport, all the outlets, but it firstly broke from Samuel Marsden and Moises Malorens from ESPN. They came out saying that Barcelona are now ready to listen to offers worth 100 million euros for Frenkie de Jong after holding talks with Manchester United for him. Apparently the club and Manchester United have been talking since June the 1st, so around 11 days now. Barcelona are prepared to let Frenkie de Jong leave this summer to help balance the books in the ongoing financial crisis at the club, but that does not mean they will allow him to leave for cheap. They're willing to negotiate the breakdown of the fee, just how much will be paid up front and how much will be paid in variables, but they want a total package of 100 million euros. So Barcelona will take some add-ons, 80 plus 20, 9 plus 10, maybe even 75 plus 25 or 70 plus 30, but they want a total package of 100 million euros. United, who are also yet to reach Barcelona's asking price, have made de Jong their primary midfield target following the departures of Paul Pogba and Nemanja Matic. And they also confirmed that they have placed a bid and Barcelona have rejected it. Now this for me is music to my ears. Would I take an offer of a package of 100 million euros for Frenkie de Jong? Yes, I'm okay with that, but I want that money invested in Bernardo Silva, and that's what the club apparently asking for this big, package. I don't know why United think, this is what Manchester United think, that, oh, Barcelona are so broke, they'll sell Frenkie de Jong for everything, let's put in a crap offer. Barcelona saying, look, we're not going to be forced to sell Frenkie de Jong, we can sell other players, we want the correct evaluation for our star player, 100 million euro package, you can, pay for it how you want, 80 million euros upfront plus 20 in variables, and of course those variables have to be achievable, no Ballon d'Or, Champions League, and Premier League crap. Get that out of my face. 90 plus 10. Maybe the club will take a 75 plus 25, but I think that'll be very, very, close. They have to probably beg Barcelona to take that offer, but that's where we are with Frenkie de Jong. Again, Man United, his primary target are de Jong in the midfield. They will make another offer, of course. They do think now that Frenkie de Jong will accept the move to Manchester United. Of course, personal terms have not been agreed. Romano said the first bid has been rejected, but Frenkie de Jong still hasn't made a decision about his future. And from Barcelona, they're saying, look, they have made an offer. It has been rejected, but they want a package of 100 million euros. We'll wait and see with Frenkie. Again, it is all down to United. They also say in this report, ESPN, City, Bayern Munich, and PSG are interested as well, but they have not put in a bid or shown any interest to Barcelona. Look, the club will sell Frenkie, but for the right price, and that's how I'll end off this segment. We'll wait and see with Frenkie de Jong. Again, Manchester United will make another bid. The question now is, will it be close to the evaluation that Barcelona have set for Frenkie? Now, a midfielder who Barcelona are desperate to get rid of and will do so for any price at the moment is, of course, Riqui Puig. Now, Juan Martí, Alberto Rogue, and Mateo Morito have all come out saying that Benfica is Riqui Puig's favorite destination if he decides to leave. There have been contacts so far between the two clubs, and Xavi has recommended to Riqui Puig that he leaves the club to find more minutes. It is yet to be determined whether or not it will be a loan move or a permanent move. Of course, if it is a loan move, he has to renew his contract for one more year. FC Andorra, the team owned by Piqué, is not an option at the moment. So Riqui Puig wants to go to Benfica. Again, a very similar route to Ferran Jukla. Go abroad to a team that's, in the Champions League, get some UCL minutes in there, and for a league where you can play week in, week out. I think Benfica would be a great move for Riqui Puig, but again, it's kind of, intense league, not more so on technicality, more so on physicality, getting into the box, being physical, finishing your chances as well. I think for me, in my opinion, I would loan Riqui Puig to either a Dutch team, maybe Ajax, PSV, or what's the other team there? It's off of AZ Alkmaar. I think there's another top team. Anyways, or maybe, mid to lower team in La Liga. That's what I would do in my opinion. But we'll wait and see on Riqui Puig. Again, Xavi has told him to leave the club this summer and look for some minutes, and Riqui Puig is open to doing so. Will not cause any problems to Barcelona, but of course, he wants to find the right destination. Now, unlike Frenkie de Jong and Riqui Puig, a midfielder who is set in stone, guaranteed to stay at Barcelona, and will not be sold on a permanent move this summer, is Nico Gonzalez, Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona will not sell Nico, but a loan is not ruled out at the moment. Barcelona consider him a player with a good future, but they can't guarantee him at the moment regular minutes. Nico knows he has to play regularly to improve and would agree to a loan move. For me, perfect solution. Of course, if we do keep Frenkie, I think Nico should go out on loan. Of course, we do have Pablo Torre in the Barcelona B who can come in to replace him, play Barcelona B, and can be that backup option. For me, Nico, renew his contract first. I think his contract expires in 2024. I would not loan him and make him come back on 1 year left on this deal. Renew his contract and then send him out on loan. That's what I would do. Again, like Riqui Puig, send him to the Dutch league or lower team, mid-table team in La Liga, in my opinion. Or if Wolves will play him week in, week out, I don't mind sending him there to the Premier League as well. We'll wait and see with Nico, but again, it is guaranteed right now that Barcelona will not sell him, but a loan isn't ruled out. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, the most imminent one at the moment, the contract renewal of Pablo Gavi. Now, in yesterday's video, I told you guys that yesterday there will be a board meeting between Eva de la Peña, Gavi's agent in Barcelona, to hopefully finalize his renewal. The meeting did take place. It was a positive meeting, but still some details to be left. He has not renewed his contract at the moment, but it is in the advanced stages. Gerardo Romero came out saying that after yesterday's meeting, a complete agreement for Gavi's contract renewal has not been reached quite yet. Some small details are still missing, but both parties are optimistic. Moses Malores from ESPN came out saying that Barcelona and Gavi will meet again in the coming days. They continue to discuss aspects of the new contract. Progress has been made little by little, but still no agreement reached in total at the moment. And finally, Fabrizio Romano came out saying the meeting between Barcelona and Gavi's agent Eva de la Peña did take place yesterday. The new deal offered until 2027. The agreement has not been signed quite yet. At some point, it still needs to be clarified. Negotiations will continue in the next days. So again, the meeting took place. It was positive, but still no agreement fully. Some small details left. Again, I don't know why a 17-year-old's contract is taking this long. This should have been back, done back in October. In my opinion, we're I think in the advanced stages, and we put it on hold to seal Pedri, Ansu, and Araujo. Then it got dragged out. This should have been done a long time ago, but with his Nation League performances recently for Spain, his stock has gone up, and that's why negotiations have taken a bit more time. So we'll wait and see. But again, optimism on both sides, and in the end, Gavi will renew his contract at Barcelona. The question now is, will it be this week, next week, or the following week after that? Hopefully, the way I see it, hopefully it gets done before the end of June. The next contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele, and Rack One have come out saying that Ousmane Dembele refuses to completely rule out his future at Barcelona. He insists that he's not signed a contract with any other club at the moment. Like I said over the past few videos, and I'll say it again, I think that Dembele at the moment only has an offer from Barcelona and no one else. No Bayern Munich, no PSG, and no Chelsea as well. And I do feel like in the end, it will be Barcelona's contract renewal offer. That will be his only and final offer. The question now is, will he accept that even though it does not reach his demands? Barcelona have walked away from negotiations now and said, here's your final contract renewal offer. Take it or leave it. You have until June the 30th to accept it. We're walking away. So we'll wait and see with Ousmane, but again, I have this funny feeling that he has no other offers from any other club at the moment, and Barcelona's offer could be his only offer on the table. The next contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Dani Alves, which in my opinion has been the biggest news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. And the news broke from Candacer, so credit to them. They came out saying that Barcelona's idea as of this current moment is that Dani Alves will not continue next season at Barcelona. The planning is being without the Brazilian and waiting for the arrival of Azpilicueta, and then Javi Miguel from AES, of course, very close to Xavi, came out saying that everything indicates that Dani Alves will not stay at Barcelona this summer. Xavi has chosen Serginho Dest over him. Now the big question has always been, who will be the right back next season? We all know it'll be two. It'll be Dani Alves, Dest Azpilicueta, or Azpilicueta and Dani Alves. And apparently Xavi has chosen Azpilicueta and Dest. Of course, if we don't sign Azpilicueta, maybe Dani Alves could still end up staying. But the plan right now is to have Azpilicueta and Dest as the right backs for next season. I am quite shocked at this news. Of course, we've been hearing over the past month or so that Dani Alves will stay. The question now is, well, how long would the contract be? 6 months or 1 year? Of course, up until the World Cup or up until the end of the season. I'm shocked, of course. Good crazy, man. We all love him. He came back, helped the club at a terrible time. We had no right back. Des was injuries in and out, and Roberto, of course, was out for the whole entire season. And also with Roberto staying at the club, that does give Barcelona another right back option at the club as well. So technically speaking, you'd have Azpilicueta, Dest, and Roberto, because of course Xavi loves that right back that comes in the middle of the pitch, and of course Roberto is a midfielder, so 2 plus 2 is 4. So that's how it works. So we'll wait and see on Dani Alves. Of course, still early reports at the moment, nothing coming in from those top sources in Barcelona. But of course, having Miguel very close to Xavi and Mahcnester still a reliable outlet. So at the moment, it looks like that Dani Alves will not renew his contract at Barcelona, which forces Des to stay at the club this summer and maybe will not leave the club and not be involved in a swap deal. Again, I think it's too early to call at the moment, as Azpilicueta's future still is uncertain and Des is uncertain. But the media are saying at the moment that Dani Alves will leave the club as a free agent this summer. And the final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Sergi Roberto, which finally is official and it has been completed. The club released an official statement yesterday saying that Sergi Roberto has signed a new contract extension until 2023 with a release clause of 400 million euros. Of course, as expected, it was supposed to happen Friday, and of course yesterday was Friday, and in the end it was not postponed again, and Roberto went to the club and signed his contract renewal with Barcelona. Of course, we're gonna have rumors about him coming up in probably December and January 2023 when he goes into 6 months left on his contract. But again, he has taken that 60% salary reduction, so credit to him. Now I want to address one thing. I've seen a lot of hate for Roberto in the media, on Twitter, from the fans, also from some journalists as well. Look, Roberto is staying for 1 year. He's earning peanuts, absolute peanuts. 70,000 euros per week is nothing. And also, Xavi asked for this. Laporta, Rafael Uste did not want him to stay, especially Mateo Alemán did not want to offer him a renewal offer. And in the end, it was Xavi who asked for the renewal of Roberto. He asked Laporta, make him an offer and see what happens. And in the end, they did, and he accepted it. So if you want to put blame on Roberto saying at the club, oh, Real Madrid signed Tchouaméni and renew Roberto, or about Frenkie de Jong and renew Roberto, blame Xavi. The board have listened to their manager, and you have to back Xavi. And in the end, Roberto stays. Let's back him and see what happens. Of course, last time he was playing for Barcelona. He was playing well under Koeman. First few games, I think 2 goals and 2 assists in 4 games. Then he got a big injury, of course. It's only a 1 year renewal. He's earning peanuts. We'll see how he performs. But again, the decision has been down to Xavi and not the board. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, around the salary reduction of the whole entire squad. Of course, starting off with the captains. Now, Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Sergio Busquets understands the economic situation at Barcelona and wants to do everything to help the club. He will reduce his salary when the club asks him to, but it won't be under any conditions as his contract ends next summer, of course, in June 2023. And at the moment, he does not want to extend it. So again, looks like this season coming up will be the last season of our captain Sergio Busquets. He will not renew his contract at the moment. He's willing to help the club out, but not too much because of course he wants to earn some money before his contract ends. So wait and see. Now, Jordi Alba will be having a press conference today for the Spanish national team alongside Luis Enrique. Now, when Busquets was doing it a couple of days ago, he was asked about the salary reduction, so I expect Jordi Alba will be asked as well. So keep your eyes on Jordi Alba quotes coming out over the next 24 hours. I will cover it, of course, if he says something big about the salary reduction. Now, for the economic levers. Firstly, coming in, there are reports saying the legality of the La Liga CVC deal is being examined following the complaint by Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Athletic Club. Of course, the 3 clubs who have rejected to sign the CVC deal. The Spanish government has withdrawn its approval, and the matter is now in the hands of the higher judge. The RFEF say the deal is illegal. So of course, the Spanish Federation is backing these 3 clubs, saying the CVC La Liga deal is illegal, but of course the Spanish government have the final say. The courts have rejected it, and now we'll go to the higher judge, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So the Spanish government could force La Liga to cancel the CVC deal altogether, which of course will benefit Barcelona. Too early to call though. We'll wait and see. Again, don't forget, on June the 16th, Barcelona will have a general assembly and will announce the economic levers, and hope that the Socis will vote to approve it and sign the deals as soon as possible. Now, Javier Tebas has been speaking in the media again and speaking about Barcelona, but this time talking good about the club and not bad about the club. He gave some details about, the current situation at Barcelona. He came out saying that Barcelona is a money-making machine. Of course, they can get out of the situation. They know what they have to do. They are currently under the 1-3 rule, which of course means 3 sales means you can make 1 signing. And for every 100 million euros of sales, they can only use 33 million euros to spend on new players. But if they can make profits of 500 million euros, they'll be able to sign normally for that 1-to-1 ratio. Barcelona are coming from losses of 500 million euros, and when you come from a situation like this, you have to recover them. Of course, of that 500 million euros, 190 of it was due to COVID-19 losses, and of course the transfer fees as well as between 160 and 170 million euros. And for the rest of the losses is due to the management of the Bartomeu era. If you work on the line, Barcelona is a great club that will come out ahead. I have no doubt about that. Barcelona in economic terms is a machine of making money. The cause of these losses, part of them was a result of COVID-19. Part of the operation losses are part for because of the amortization provinces have been anticipated for players who do not have to have made them, and some lawsuits too should have been made as well. Barcelona have now designed a strategy, and it is the only one they are applying. Let's hope for the good news of football and La Liga. They achieved their goals. We do not like their current situation, but the responsibility of football is increasing. So he's saying, look, the whole entire problem of the club is based pretty much on the Bartomeu era and the losses they've had from COVID-19. Poor management in the past has put them in the situation, and he has no doubts that Barcelona will make it out of it. And of course, we are still under that 1-3 rule. For every 3 players we sell, we can buy 1 player. For every 100 million euros in sale, we can only spend 33 million euros. So of course, think about that Frenkie de Jong package, 100 million euros. Lewandowski available for 30 million euros. There you go, 2 and 2 together. You sell Frenkie de Jong. You can buy, of course, Lewandowski. Keep in mind, we can still buy Lewandowski right now, but we cannot register him unless we sell someone over 100 million euros or, accumulate sales over 100 million euros. So again, talking good about the club, and we'll have to wait and see what Joan Laporta has up his sleeve again June the 16th. I keep saying it because it's a very, very important day for the club, and I do believe that Manchester United have to make a bid before then to get Frenkie de Jong as well, because by June the 16th, the club will have the socials approve the economic levers, they will sign it, and that will bring that 500 million euros that Barcelona need to get back to normal soon. But there is one more avenue where Barcelona is making money this summer, and that is, of course, pre-season tour. 2 games have been confirmed: a Clásico in Las Vegas and also a match against Juventus in Dallas. So Clásico, Juventus, Inter Miami, and now New York Red Bulls. 4 games in about I think 10 days in America. First, of course, Inter Miami on the 19th, Real Madrid on the 23rd in Las Vegas. On the 26th, we'll face Juventus in Dallas, and then face New York Red Bulls in New York on July the 30th. So those are the 4 games that Barcelona will be playing on tour. And of course, from all those 4 games, according to reports coming in from everyone, Helena Cordes from COP, Mundo Deportivo, Sport, Candacer, everyone came out agreeing on this, that Barcelona will make 10 million euros from these 4 games, which of course will go towards the club. I think that's a bit too little, to be honest. I would think, 4 games, 4 different cities, you'd earn a bit more money, but we'll wait and see. But again, now 2 more games are confirmed in America to make a total of 4 games in about 11 days. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to firstly is about the Lewandowski saga. Do you think Joan Laporta will keep his promise to Lewandowski, saying of course he will sign him for Barcelona this summer? Secondly, on the new players that could be coming in, Di Maria and Raphinha. Firstly, on the wings, who would you take? Who would you go for if those 2 deals are not possible? And mainly, in my opinion, Bernardo Silva. If Frenkie de Jong is sold, of course, do you think Barcelona can sign him? And on Frenkie de Jong, do you think Manchester United will put a bid in for him that of course meet the standard of Barcelona? Because at the moment, they're not doing it whatsoever. But if that bid comes in, I can guarantee to you guys that Barcelona will accept it. But do you think Manchester United will make that bid? And finally, on the contract renewal of Gavi, what do you think about it? Do you think it's taking too long for a 17-year-old to renew his contract? And overall, are you happy that he'll be earning the same amount of money as, Araujo, Pedri, and Ansu Fati? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.
Go!